Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at Santa Monica. Santa Monica is a game from AEG that plays 2 to 4 players, about 60-ish minutes. It's pretty quick. And what you're doing in this game is you are trying to basically build up a beach. You're trying to get boardwalk property. You're trying to get different spaces on a beach that people can go visit to score points. I don't know. You're trying to get your VIP, which is a green guy, to go places and do things. You're trying to get your local and your tourists, which are orange and blue, to go places and do some stuff to score points. It's a drafting game. You're going to take it on your turn. You're going to take a card to try to build up your beach. And then once someone hits a certain amount of cards, the game is going to end. That's enough talking about it terribly. Let's go down to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Santa Monica, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to give each player a starting hotel or business that's going to show you some different resources that you're going to get. So in this case, this player is getting a VIP and a sand dollar. You can see it right here. And this player is getting a VIP. You're going to randomly give somebody first player. I gave it to this player. You're going to pick 2 of the 4 sand dollar bonus actions. They're 2-sided, so just pick some, flip them, however you want to do. One of the in-game gold cards, set that out. And you're going to shuffle the cards and deal out 4, like I have here. The front row, the back row. Whoever's the last player gets to decide where the food truck goes. They picked here. Then the foodie goes 2 sections away. And each player is also going to have a reference card, but I put them here just so we can look at it. All right, so now let's go ahead and get started. The game's pretty easy. This is effectively a drafting game. So what you're going to do in your turn, you have one of 2 options. You can take a card from the front row, or you can pay the appropriate amount of sand dollars to take this action, which is going to give you some kind of card, maybe a couple cards, and let you move some of your people. And I'll explain why that's important in a little bit. The game will end when someone has 14 cards in their display, either beaches or boardwalk, and then you tally up points. I'm not going to go into that all the way. 1, because I don't have enough table room, and 2, it takes a while. So we're just going to do this, and I'll kind of just show you some of the actions. So this player, they don't have enough sand dollars to take a sand dollar action, so they're going to take a card. They want their VIP, which is their green guy, to visit every card that has either a tourist spot or a local spot on it. So that's what the cards are going to try to draft. So to do that, let's go ahead and take, can we take any of these cards? Does it matter? It does not matter. So let's go ahead and take this one. So we're going to take a beach. Beach cards have to go either to the top, at the top of your board, either to the right or to the left, your choice. Just for example purposes, I'm going to go to the right so you can kind of see how this works. Then what's going to happen is you're going to get to move. You're going to get to do this thing, and if there's something here, it's going to give you a goal. So what this card means is I'm going to get to move one guy, any of the 3 colors, blue, orange, or green, 2 spaces. And if I can get a guy on this card at the end of the game, 1 of any color, I'll get 2 points. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll move this guy 1 to get him closer to getting where he needs to go. All right, and that was my turn. Then what you're going to do is you're going to slide this down and bring out a new card. So this is kind of what you're looking at to see. This is the futures market, or whatever, if you want to say that. Then it's this player's turn. They want to just visit beaches. So they're going to go ahead and take some beaches. So let's just grab this one. They'll put it right there, again, just for example's sake. They're going to get points. This is only going to give them points for every wave tile that's above, below, left, or right. So we'll talk about that a little bit at the end, but I'm not going to belabor it. And then because they took a card from where the food truck is, you get to take a sand dollar. So that's the easiest way to earn some money. And then the food truck moves on along down the beach because they made some sales. All right. Now it's this player's turn again. They still need to get their VIP to blue and orange hotspots. So let's see here. Ooh, let's do this. This is an orange. I could also use him. That's good. So I'll put that. Boardwalks go at the bottom, either left or right, just like up before. That's going to give me 1 tourist on the card and a sand dollar. And that's all I can do. And it's going to score for every orange or pink above it, below it, left and right, so on and so forth. And now I have a spot for this guy to go visit to score some points. Whenever this guy visits a place, like if he goes here and then moves off, you put a footprint token there so you know that he's visited and he won't visit there again. Just so you can keep track of that easy at the end. All right, so there's that. Now it is the other player's turn. And they are going to... Let's just take this one. That's fine. So they're going to take this. And because they took it from this row, it's going to let them take a movement. The foodie lets you move one person, one space. So they're going to move that green guy over here. And because it visited a beach, they now have a footprint. So he's successfully doing what he needs to do. And then the foodie moves just like the food truck did. And a new card slides down and a new card comes out. All right, back to this player. I need to get this guy up here because then I want to talk about that. Then I want to wrap it up because I think you kind of get the gist of the game here. But I kind of wanted to show you what it looks like, some of the awesome art, so you can kind of see all that. Let's see, can I get a movement from anybody? Let's go ahead and take this. I'm going to take this. I'll put it here. It's going to give me 3 sand dollars, which is nice. And then I'm also going to get to move one person, one space. So I'm going to move this orange guy to that space. Now, when this person is in the space, you can keep him there or move him later, but I'm going to keep him there, and at the end of the game, he's going to give me 1 point or 2 points just for being there flying a kite. So the people that you need to get them somewhere, because at the end of the game, let's talk about that right now. So at the end of the game, you're going to score all the points in the top of your cards, all the points in the bottom of your cards. You're going to score the circles that you have here, and you're going to score these things. So you're going to score for wave groups. You're going to score 3 points for each of your chains, which means symbols that are the same in an orthogonal adjacent chain, like just some unbroken chain. And then negative 1 point per card with unplaced people. So if this game ended like this person's not placed, that would be a negative point. Even though that person is placed, my VIP is not. So you want to have everybody placed at the end of the game. And at the end of the game, everybody's going to get some different movements. You can see blue's going to get 3. Every blue character is going to get 3. And the other 2 are going to get 1 movement. So that's how the game plays. I'm not going to, go through a whole game, of course, because that would just be crazy. But it's an awesome game. It's super easy to teach. It's easy to play. And it's gorgeous. So that's a rough idea of Santa Monica. Let's go to the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Santa Monica. First off, I want to say this game is gorgeous. Everything about this game I love from a looks and production standpoint, except for maybe the box being too big. This is essentially a deck of cards and some meeples. This is a really big box. It fits on the shelf nice, not a problem, but it could have been in like, I don't know, a Century Spice roadside box, probably even smaller than that. You could have put this in a smaller box. Small complaint, not a big deal. But let's look at some of this art. These locations, even just a plain beach, I think that's a gorgeous card. Like, it just looks awesome. Even the back of the card, I like the way that looks. I don't know. The buildings have cool names, all different art. I don't think there are 2 cards that are exactly the same. Like, here's a volleyball. No light. Here's a volleyball with a street light. So I don't think any 2 cards are the same. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's just a bunch of different art. Like, here's a high-rise apartment. That's awesome. Here's a dude flying a kite, like I showed you in the overview. But this is on the boardwalk, not on the beach. Art is amazing. It has custom meeples. They're different colors. They're different. They're the same shape, but the camera is a tourist. The sunglasses is a local. And your green guy with nothing on it is the VIP. Food truck, I mean, every game needs a food truck meeple. I can't say enough about this. This game is amazing. The production is awesome. I love the art. It just looks amazing on the table. So that right there, great. Now let's talk about the game. This is a simple drafting game. On your turn, you're either going to pay to use one of these actions, which I didn't show you in the overview, but you're going to pay to do this action and move some people around, or you're going to take a card. These are going to give you cards too, but the more traditional way is just to take one from the front row. That's it. You're trying to build up your beach and your boardwalk. You're trying to get cards that work together to score some piles of points at the end. You're trying to move your people around into the circle so they get points. You're trying to get your VIP to go visit the places that he likes to see. Ton of stuff going on. It's a deceptively simple game, I guess that is, because You're thinking, oh, I just take a card. Yeah, that's fine. But what if I take this card that says no cards to the left of this card? Now I have this beach card. If I want to score all these symbols and have this card be effective, I can't put cards to the left of it. That's something to think about. I love it. The rule book is great. Everything about this game is amazing. So I'm not going to belabor the point anymore. This is going to get a BGM accepted seal from us, and this is going to get a 9 out of 10 because it's that good. It's one of the best games that's come out in 2020, in my opinion, and one of the most fun games that I've played from 2020. And it's not even a heavy game, and you know we love heavy games, but not every game has to be heavy to be good, and this is just a good game. So 9 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4.5 out of 5 wrenches. On our arbitrary scale, that means absolutely nothing. But we give it to games that we enjoy, and that's what we're going to do here. So, that was Santa Monica from AEG. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.